He's a regular at the Comedy Club on State. He's a regular at the Comedy Cafe in Milwaukee. Please put your hands together for the prodigal son return, Brian Morris.
How you guys doing tonight? Okay, not so great. All right, cool. I am doing great. I don't want to tell you guys why. Because I'm in a relationship now. It's going real good. And I just said the 3 words to her for the first time. I just said, I love you. Just said it. First time. Yeah. I'll be honest with you guys though, I'm not sure that I meant all the words that I said when I said it. But after you spend 3 hours standing in line to see that Harry Potter movie, you kind of just run out of shit to say to each other, you know what I mean? She really wants to go to Great America this summer, but I'm kind of afraid I might accidentally propose, so we're probably not going to go. There's a lot of lines there, and the Raging Bull's not worth it. A lot of people are married, yeah, that's fine. She's number 1 on my contact list on my phone. I got a smartphone. It's easy to call it. I love my smartphone because it's got the autocorrect button on it. Like, it'll just fix my grammar or whatever when I'm talking. I don't know how many times it's saved me. She'll text me late at night one day like, hey, baby, it's late. Are you coming home soon? Are you okay? And I'll be drinking, right? So I'll text back, I'll come home whenever I'm good and ready, Bob. And my phone will be like, good and ready, Bob. Did you mean, I'm sorry, baby, I'll be home soon, I love you? And I'm like, yes, I did, phone. Sent. Thank you for keeping us together. I love this place. It's like a teen youth center that we're at right now. I like this. I remember this is the Barnes & Noble. Now they just give books out for free. That's awesome. I like this. I love reading. I've always loved to read. When I was a kid, I went to Guilford High School. I'm not talking about that. Carlson Elementary, right? And at recess, I'd go outside, right? And I would sit against a tree, back when there used to be trees behind it, and I would just sit there and I'd read a book at recess against a tree. And it was really nice and relaxing until one day some jerk bully comes over and he's like, you reading during recess? You're a fag. And that ignorant comment just tore me up inside, right? But the joke's on him. Because 3 years later, that same guy, right, got hit by a car. So fuck you, dude. Now all you can do is read, so. Should have read that sign. Hey, what? I don't know what that means. I just want to get him back. I hate that guy. Didn't really happen. That'd be really mean. So I'm living with my girlfriend now. I just told her I loved her, but I'm living with her now, and it's cool. But we've got these like super noisy neighbors that like there's like no separation of sound between us and our neighbors, and they have weird hours. So they have sex at weird times during the day, and it would like wake me up at 2 in the morning having sex, and then again like at 6 in the morning having sex, and it used to bother me getting woken up by this all the time until I realized that my girlfriend is super competitive, so it's okay. I have no problem with that. Sometimes I'll wake up, I'll be like, baby, I'm tired. I don't even know if this will feel good. She'll be like, Brian, this isn't about feeling good. This is about winning. Okay, let's do this. That's how I always approach sex, like I'm awkwardly getting into a canoe. All right, here we go. All right, well, I'm not steady yet. It's pretty awful. Just if anyone wants to have sex after this, it's not good. The thing is, though, is that when you live with someone long enough, you start to learn fun things about them. Like, she and I respond to sleep deprivation totally differently. If we don't get a good night's sleep, she will become very emotional very easily, okay? And I will get angry. And I don't yell at people. I don't do that. I don't get angry with her. I just take out my frustrations. I'm like a toaster. Anything that's moving too slow, I will just yell at. And our neighbors, I think that we're constantly having domestic disputes. Because if we don't get a good night's sleep, she'll be crying because she saw like a sad puppy commercial on TV. And they'll just hear her crying. And then they'll hear me like yelling at the dishwasher like, what the fuck? You did nothing while I was at work? Oh, and you broke. Awesome. Shut your fucking face. Do the dishes. I also practice that joke very loudly at home, often. So I think they probably think something's up. We've been thinking a lot about, do we want to have a kid someday? And I think someday I want to have a kid. Not now, though. But I don't know if I could ever have a boy, because I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at me, or if you can even see me. I'm about 5'1". I'm not very masculine. I don't think I'd be a good role model for a boy. He'd have all kinds of questions I couldn't answer. He'd come up to me like, Dad, how do you play football? I'd be like, son, that's a question for Uncle Internet, because I don't really know how to play football. Dad, you want to go outside and play catch? Yeah, let's both learn to catch together tonight, because I don't really know how to do that. I'd rather have a daughter. People say having a daughter is hard.